All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw on second down is Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
To throw is Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Maxwell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 4th down, Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, we got 3 down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey. 4 down.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Able to get away. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Cook has it, left side. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And fights through one man. This will be caught just inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Back to throw, Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. 2nd and goal, one man in the backfield, that's Crowell.
Watch it now, Barney!
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal.
No, check! Patriot!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Set. Ready. Deuce. There you go. Right here.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd and short, Drake. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Quick. Where you at? Hip. 4 down. Go. You got Tiger. 50.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Hurry.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Run.
A pitch out to Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here comes Johnson on the return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Gun! Ship! Watch the ship!
Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got him.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out. And the Jets have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Here's Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Hey, you got three.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Right there.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Tannehill of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Tight right. Run. Block. Check. Run to the hood. Go.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Shakes off the sack. It'll be a gain of 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Run 80. Hey, watch the ball. Fifty. 24's Tiger.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's caught. Stills right side. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey. We got set. 240. Switch.
Tannehill now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
50-50.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now Tannehill throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Yo, that's 20. I got 15. 50-50. 50-50.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Clay. Good. Waiting.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Yeah, baby. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Darnold now on second down. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Now let's go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now it's Darnold. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Here's Tannehill. And Stills bringing it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 53 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Quick. Base.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Run.
On the toss play, this is Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They come out here in the I.
Go! Block! Go! Chip left. Check back 21. Ready, hunt!
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Darnold on 1st down. Got an open man. It's a noon one. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
Crash down, crash.
Tannehill now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill hands to Drake. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Play action, Tannehill rolling to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught?
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Dolphins have got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up. led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Gun! Set! 319! 319!
On second down, Darnold. And complete, right side to Cook. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first down throw, Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey. Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw, Darnold. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Gun!
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Darnold from the gun. A hit turned in over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll. but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
They get it to him running left. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. Trying to get it that time to Stills. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.